The law has changed, and I've been doing this a long, long time. In fact, when I was a young clerk in law school, I was with one of the foremost firms in plaintiff's negligence and malpractice products. It was then called Goodman, Eden, Robb, Millender, Goodman, and Bedrosian.
Right.
So we're talking about a long, long time ago.
What a great firm.
It was a great firm. And then Michigan was one of the major plaintiff states as far as jury verdicts, as far as pro-plaintiff, and now the pendulum has switched to the extent that probably we're one of the most defense-oriented states. What are your comments on the current state of the law in the courts with regard to your field?
Great question that would take probably about 10 shows for me to fully answer, but what you're talking about is what we say is the heyday of Michigan law. What people don't quite understand, I don't think, Henry, is by simply saying that someone has a lawsuit. It doesn't mean it's a great lawsuit, and it doesn't guarantee them money. It simply means that they have their day in court. Not only the United States Constitution, but the Michigan Constitution, I think it's Article 2, guarantees here in Michigan a citizen a right to a jury trial. And we used to believe that politically, and we used to have laws that supported that. So you're right, when I was in law school in the 1980s, Michigan was thought to be in a top 5 legal market, and that's why a lot of people across the country is, why are you in Detroit, why are you in Michigan? It was a great market, it still is great, but politics has definitely entered into our arena, and let's be candid, it was John Engler, and Governor Engler appointed more judges and justices to the Supreme Court, Michigan Supreme Court, than any other governor in United States history, over 220 some appointments. And what Governor Engler did is he put right-wing, very, very conservative people in, and many of them are great judges, Henry, but some of them, a limited few, are really, in my opinion, ideologically centered. And their job, they view it, and I've heard actually campaign of some of the folks that are currently up for re-election, out campaigning, that are quoted as saying, hey, since I've been on the Michigan Supreme Court, half the amount of jury trials on personal injury cases have been eliminated. And that causes me such great pain. That's a goal. For some people, I understand they might think it is, but that doesn't guarantee anyone a right to a jury trial. Whether you're doing a family law dispute, whether you're doing, let's talk about family law. Imagine someone coming to you, Henry, and saying, we're going to cut these cases back. Well, which 50% of people aren't going to have divorces now? Who's going to decide that?
Right. I mean, it's clearly a denial of justice and a denial of due process.
Absolutely. And what happened was when these laws changed and went into effect in the mid-'80s and early '90s, and Governor Engler got his people in, then they're the ones on top making the decision, oh no, these laws are constitutional. What's important, I think, again, to weigh all this in terms of a balance, is you look at all the states around us. Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And all of those, other than Ohio, which recently went Republican, I might add, but I'm not trying to dog the Republicans, it's who we have in these offices now that I have the problem with. But the fact of the matter is every one of those states has struck down, quote, tort reform, because that was a code word for robbing people from their day in court. And again, I'm not asking anyone to guarantee my client a victory. That's my job, and that's the facts of a case job. But same thing on corporations, Henry. Do you hear people complain that corporations are suing each other every day? Go out to Oakland County on Wednesdays, and that's what you hear. Almost every case is a corporation suing a corporation or individual. Where's everyone crying about there's too much of that going on? We don't. So what is the issue? What's the difference? And the difference to some people is you're trying to get money as a result of injury, and you can't change what happened. Well, and my analogy is in a criminal case. If someone kills somebody, sending that person to jail, does it bring back the person who they killed? Of course not, but it's a symbol of justice. And it's society's way of trying to right as much as possible a wrong and to acknowledge what's been wrong and punish somebody. And it's the same thing in what I do. Hold people accountable for their negligence. If they weren't negligent, have a jury tell you that, and more power to you than you are right now is wrong.
Call me today.